If you go to work on your goals will go to work on you. If you go to work on your plan will go to work on you. Whatever good things we build end up building us. We all have 24 hours a day. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Therefore, you have to learn how to use your time wisely to achieve your goals each day. Goal setting is powerful because it provides focus. It shapes our dreams. It gives us the ability to hone in on the exact actions we need to perform to achieve everything we desire in life. In today's busy world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by lots of tasks and distractions. We're often told that multitasking is the way to go, but actually, trying to do too much at once can make us less productive and successful. That's why we're here today to talk about why it's important to focus on one thing at a time and how it can make a big difference in our lives. I've been there, trying to juggle many things at once and feeling like I'm constantly falling behind. But I've learned that it doesn't have to be that way. By learning to concentrate on one thing at a time, we can actually get more done and achieve our goals more effectively. So, if you're someone who often feels overwhelmed and scattered, know that you're not alone. And by listening to this message, you're already taking the first step towards taking back control of your time and energy. Let's dive in and explore 5 simple ways to focus on one thing at a time and ultimately achieve greater success in our lives. Let's kick off with number 5. The 5th way to concentrate on one task at a time and reach your goals is by taking breaks. Now, I can almost hear you thinking, taking breaks? That sounds like an excuse to procrastinate and waste time. But hear me out, friends. Taking breaks isn't about slacking off. It's about recharging your batteries and sharpening your focus. In our fast-paced world, we're bombarded with information and responsibilities non-stop. We're expected to be on top of everything all the time. But amidst this chaos, we often forget to take care of ourselves. We forget to pause, breathe, and give our minds and bodies the rest they need. Here's the thing, though. We're not robots, we're human beings. And just like any machine, we need maintenance to function at our best. That's where taking breaks comes in. When we take breaks, we give ourselves a chance to recharge and refocus. We allow our minds to rest and our bodies to relax. And when we return to our tasks, we're more energized, motivated, and focused. We can tackle our goals with renewed vigor and determination. But taking breaks isn't just about physical rest, it's about mental rest too. Our minds need time to process information, reflect, and come up with new ideas and solutions. Think about it. How many times have you been stuck on a problem only to take a break and return with a fresh perspective and a solution? Taking breaks allows us to tap into our creativity and come up with new and innovative ideas. Let me be clear. Taking breaks doesn't mean being lazy. It means being intentional with our time. It means prioritizing our mental and physical well-being to achieve our goals in the long run. I know some of you might be thinking, but I have so much to do. I can't afford to take breaks. But trust me, my friends, you can't afford not to take breaks. I've been there, pushing myself to the limit in pursuit of my goals. But I've learned that taking breaks is not a luxury, it's a necessity. In fact, studies have shown that taking breaks can increase productivity and creativity. So, if you want to achieve your goals, you must make taking breaks a priority. And here are some other tips to help you incorporate breaks into your daily routine. Firstly, schedule your breaks just like you schedule your tasks and appointments. Set aside specific times throughout the day to take a break. This will help you stay on track with your tasks and give you something to look forward to. By earmarking specific times throughout the day to pause and recharge, we not only fortify our commitment to productivity, but also furnish ourselves with a tangible incentive to persevere through our endeavors. Indeed, the act of scheduling breaks imbues our daily routine with a sense of structure and purpose, ensuring that we navigate our responsibilities with clarity and efficiency. Moreover, adhering to a predetermined break schedule serves as a steadfast anchor, amidst the tempestuous seas of our bustling lives. In the midst of chaotic deadlines and demanding commitments, the knowledge that a well-deserved respite awaits us at designated intervals instills a sense of calm and reassurance. It is this sense of anticipation that propels us forward, empowering us to tackle our tasks with renewed vigor and determination. Secondly, disconnect during your breaks. In this digital age, it's easy to get caught up in the constant stream of notifications and emails. But during your breaks, disconnect from your devices. Go for a walk, read a book, or simply sit and enjoy the silence. This will give your mind a break from the constant stimulation and allow you to recharge more effectively. Thirdly, do something you enjoy during your breaks. Use your breaks as an opportunity to do something that brings you joy. Whether it's listening to music, practicing a hobby, or spending time with loved ones, make sure your breaks are filled with activities that make you happy. And finally, be consistent. Taking breaks may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to constantly being on the go. But trust me, with time, it will become a habit, and you will start to see the benefits in your productivity, creativity, and overall well-being. My friends, taking breaks is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of self-care and self-awareness. It's a way to ensure that we are able to achieve our goals in a sustainable and fulfilling way. In essence, let us heed the wisdom of scheduling breaks as an indispensable component of our daily regimen. By investing in moments of reprieve with the same reverence accorded to our professional obligations, we manifest a profound commitment to our holistic well-being and long-term success. Now, on to number 4. The fourth way to focus on one thing at a time in order to achieve our goals is practicing mindfulness. I know what some of you may be thinking. Mindfulness. What does that have to do with achieving our goals? Well, let me tell you, my friends, it has everything to do with it. In fact, I believe that mindfulness is the key to unlocking our full potential and reaching our desired success. Mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment without judging or getting distracted. In today's busy world, it's easy to lose focus amid all the noise and chaos. But practicing mindfulness helps us quieten the distractions and focus on what really matters. It helps us be intentional in our actions, which is crucial for achieving our goals. How does mindfulness help you reach our goals? Firstly, it makes us more aware of our thoughts and feelings. Often, we're held back by negative self-talk or limiting beliefs without even realizing it. Mindfulness lets us notice these thoughts without judgment and choose to let them go. Secondly, mindfulness keeps us grounded in the present. Worrying about the past or future takes away from what we can do right now. By staying present, we can give our full attention to the task at hand. Lastly, mindfulness helps us act with purpose. Instead of just going through the motions, we approach our tasks with mindful awareness, making every action count towards our goals. Another benefit of mindfulness is its ability to enhance resilience. Let's be honest, the journey towards success is often fraught with obstacles, challenges, and setbacks. However, by practicing mindfulness, we can develop the resilience to navigate through these hurdles with a calm and focused mindset. Mindfulness teaches us to accept the realities of life and approach challenges with equanimity. Instead of becoming overwhelmed by what's beyond our control, we learn to focus on what we can do to progress forward. Yet, perhaps the most significant way that mindfulness aids in achieving our goals is by helping us stay aligned with our true selves. In today's society, it's all too easy to get swept up in the actions of others and lose sight of our own path. However, through mindfulness, we can drown out the external noise and attune ourselves to our inner voice. By staying connected to our values, passions, and goals, we become less susceptible to external influences and remain steadfast on our chosen path. So, how can we integrate mindfulness into our daily lives? It begins with small, intentional actions. This could involve taking a few deep breaths before embarking on a task or stepping outside for a brief walk to clear our minds. It may also entail setting aside dedicated time each day for mindfulness practices, such as meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. The key is consistency, making mindfulness a regular part of our routine. With practice and dedication, mindfulness gradually becomes second nature, enriching our daily experiences and guiding us towards our aspirations with clarity and purpose. Now let's move on to the third technique for honing our focus and achieving our goals, the Pomodoro technique. You might be wondering, what exactly is the Pomodoro technique? Well, it's a time management method devised by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s. The term Pomodoro is Italian for tomato, and it's named after the tomato-shaped kitchen timer that Cirillo used to track his work intervals. The concept is simple yet powerful. Break your work into manageable chunks of time with short breaks in between to help maintain focus and productivity. Why is this technique so effective, you may ask? Simply put, it shields us from distractions, one of the biggest hurdles in today's world. With constant notifications, social media, and various other distractions vying for our attention, it's easy to lose track of our goals. However, the Pomodoro technique empowers us to take charge of our time and focus, enabling us to direct our energy towards our objectives. Let's break down the process. First, select a task to focus on, whether it's studying, writing, or working on a project. Set a timer for 25 minutes, known as a Pomodoro session, and dedicate yourself wholly to the chosen task without any distractions. Once the 25 minutes are up, take a 5-minute break to relax and recharge before commencing the next session. Repeat this cycle 4 times, and after the 4th session, reward yourself with a longer break of 20 to 30 minutes. You might think that 25 minutes isn't enough time to accomplish anything significant, but it's not about the quantity of time. It's about the quality of time. Working within a limited time frame fosters efficiency and a sense of urgency, boosting productivity. Additionally, the Pomodoro technique helps prevent burnout by incorporating built-in breaks, allowing us to rest and rejuvenate. Some may argue that they don't have time for breaks every 25 minutes. However, consider this. Do you have time to waste on distractions and unproductive activities? We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and it's up to us how we utilize them. The Pomodoro technique enables us to maximize our time effectively and wisely. Consistency is key when implementing this technique. It's not a one-off solution, but rather a habit to incorporate into our daily lives. By committing to the Pomodoro technique, you'll witness a notable improvement in focus, productivity, and ultimately, success. So, embrace this method and propel yourself closer to your goals with renewed vigor and determination. I'm going to share with you 3 powerful strategies to help you eliminate distractions and stay focused on your goals. Firstly, we must identify our distractions. Before we can eliminate distractions, we must know what they are. Take a moment to think about the things that distract you the most. Is it your phone, social media, TV? Once you have identified your distractions, you can take the necessary steps to eliminate them. For example, if your phone is a major distraction, turn off notifications or put it in another room while you work. If social media is the culprit, set specific times during the day to check it and stick to those times. Remember, my friends, distractions are not just external factors. They can also be internal, such as negative thoughts or self-doubt. So, be mindful of your thoughts and learn to quiet your mind when needed. Secondly, we must prioritize our tasks. We live in a society that glorifies busyness, and we often feel the need to multitask to get everything done. But the truth is, multitasking is a myth. Our brains are not wired to focus on multiple things at once. When we try to do too many things at once, we end up not doing anything well. That's why it's crucial to prioritize our tasks and focus on one thing at a time. Start by setting clear and specific goals for each day, and then prioritize them based on their importance. This way, you can focus on the most important tasks first and give them your undivided attention. Finally, we must create a distraction-free environment. Our environment plays a significant role in our ability to focus. If we're surrounded by distractions, it's almost impossible to stay focused on one thing. So, it's essential to create a distraction-free environment, whether it's at work or at home. This could mean finding a quiet place to work, turning off the TV or music, or even investing in noise-canceling headphones. Also, make sure your workspace is organized and clutter-free. A cluttered environment can lead to a cluttered mind, making it difficult to focus on the task at hand. My friends, I know these strategies may seem simple, but they are powerful. By implementing them in your daily life, you will be able to eliminate distractions and focus on one thing at a time, leading you closer to your goals. But remember, it takes discipline and consistency to make these strategies work. It won't happen overnight, but with practice, you will see significant changes in your ability to focus. Now, I want to leave you with a few final thoughts. As we strive to eliminate distractions and focus on one thing at a time, it's essential to remember that we are in control of our minds. We have the power to choose our thoughts and actions, and that's what sets us apart from other living beings. So let's use that power to our advantage and stay focused on our goals. So now, the number one way to focus on one thing at a time is to create a to-do list. I know what you're thinking. A to-do list? That seems too simple. But let me tell you, this simple tool has the power to transform your life and help you achieve your goals in ways you never thought possible. First and foremost, a to-do list provides clarity and direction. When we have a list of tasks laid out in front of us, it becomes easier to prioritize and focus on what is truly important. It allows us to see the big picture and break it down into manageable steps. As the saying goes, a goal without a plan is just a wish. A to-do list is your plan for achieving your goals. But creating a to-do list is not just about writing down tasks. It is about setting specific, measurable, and achievable goals. Each task on your list should have a clear purpose and contribute to your overall goal. This will help you stay focused and avoid getting sidetracked by less important tasks. Another benefit of a to-do list is that it holds us accountable. When we have a list of tasks to complete, we are more likely to follow through and get things done. It serves as a constant reminder of what we need to accomplish and gives us a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment when we can cross items off our list. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of a to-do list is that it helps us manage our time effectively. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but it's how we use those hours that determines our success. A to-do list allows us to prioritize our tasks and focus on what is truly important. It helps us avoid wasting time on non-essential tasks and allows us to allocate our time and energy towards our goals. Now, I want to address a common misconception about to-do lists. Many people believe that a to-do list is a rigid schedule that must be followed to the letter, but that is not the case. A to-do list is a tool, not a prison. It should be flexible and adaptable to changes in our daily lives. Life happens, and unexpected events may arise that require us to adjust our plans, and that's okay. The key is to stay focused on our goals and use our to-do list as a guide to help us get there. Brian Tracy stated that once you've identified your goal, you need to make a list of everything that you will have to do to move closer to that goal, every single step along the way. Write your list down on paper and don't stop until you have a complete list with every single thing that you're going to have to do to achieve that goal sometime in the future. As things go along, you will think of new things. Write them on the list. Keep working on your list until it's complete, until you can't think of a single other thing you will have to do to achieve the goal. The next step is to prioritize your list by sequence and priority. What does that mean? Sequence means, what are you going to have to do first? What will you have to do second? What will you have to do third? You see, the key to time management is for you to choose the sequence of events. Your whole life is determined by what you choose to do first. what you choose to do second, what you choose to do third. The second part of organizing your list is by priority or importance. What is more and what is less important? Remember the 80-20 rule. 20% of the activities on your list account for 80% of the value. I was just talking to a very successful businessman today, and he said in our business, it's usually the 90-10 rule. You make a list of 10 things, but one of those things is more valuable than the other 9. The natural tendency for people is to work on all the little things and not attack the big thing. Once your list is organized by sequence and priority, you then make a plan to achieve your goal by organizing your list into smaller steps, steps that you'll take daily, weekly, and monthly to achieve it. You begin at the top of your list. It's properly organized, and then you take action one step at a time. Remember that if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Benjamin Franklin. Last thing, let me speak to those of you who might be thinking, I'm not someone who likes making lists. Believe me, I understand. I used to feel the same. But when I began using a to-do list, I experienced a remarkable boost in my focus and productivity, and I'm confident you will too. It might take a while to get accustomed to, but I assure you, the benefits make it worthwhile.